What's up, y'all? It's your girl, the Right Ambassador. I am Tiffany Joy and your story planner. And I've recently been in the book of Proverbs. Proverbs 27:3 actually says, "So a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." The question I want to ask or pose in this chat or today is whether or not, because I do believe, and it is transcribed that way, AI says it that way, preachers probably preach it that way, it's understood that so a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That means his behaviors, what he thinks about himself, will manifest, in short. The question I'd like to pose, though, honestly, is can that be true about what a person thinks about someone else? Have you ever come across a situation where, let's say you went to high school and you know how teenagers cut up, right? We have all kinds of thoughts, judgments even, what they wear, who they hang out with. We instantly put labels on people, whether we know we're doing that or not. We put them in the lame crowd, the popular crowd, this, the that, all the things, right? But what happens when that person who shows up as, let's say, even that same person or persons have also had people in their lives, maybe in their homes or their families, that reiterated the very thought we thought about them? So let's say we called them dumb or stupid or lame or can't get right or whatever nasty words we might be thinking about them. And then they've actually had people in their families to reiterate the same idea or thought. Is it true that when we meet them or encounter them, let's say 20 years later at a high school reunion, and you see them, how much of the slate have you really wiped away? Or when they approach you to say hello, or you see them from across the room, is your first thought what you thought about them in high school? Man, they still lame. Man, they still... Now, you don't know, because maybe through all of the things that have been said about them, they've honestly and earnestly tried to work on themselves. And so for them, they have actually changed, made a change on purpose, intentionally. Well, perhaps in their having done so, we've already prejudged them. So I just wanted to pose the question. So a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Is that applicable to how we think about other people? And do we still live up to those, expect them to live up to what we first thought about them with condemnation? As I approach this Freedom Friday, and I do believe in Fridays being about forgiveness. Now, we all know that we're not limited to having freedom if you're a believer in Christ. You're not limited to having freedom on Fridays only. You're not limited to forgiving on Fridays only, but to be intentional about the practice of doing so. I would say let's reconsider how we think about ourselves, topics like forgiveness and freedom, so that others can walk in their unique identity themselves, and so that we can all live together in harmony. That's all I got for you today. Didn't want to make it terribly deep or too lengthy, but that thought has really been burning with me, and I would just say, caller, you say what?